It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Nighthawks, sure-handed wide receiver. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Nighthawks and the Thunderbirds under the lights on Monday night.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Nighthawks of San Antonio taking on the Thunderbirds of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio Ball Club, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Harrison. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Nighthawks.
A little juke, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Again, they turn to Ford. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When you look at this defense,
currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would take any 10.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Wolf. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Matthews. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Wolf. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Matthews firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Harrison. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Harrison. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It's taken to the 26. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Wolf fighting through, and he's got space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defense.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
On third down, Matthews.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They will start this drive with Ford, able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run with Ford. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Harrison completes it to Vereen. So nothing doing there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2. Harrison, it's complete. Vereen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, Harrison. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, San Antonio in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. On the ground, it's Ford. Gets past one man. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Nighthawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
On second down now, it's Wolf. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Muscles him off. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Matthews.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Back to throw. Harrison.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Harrison. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This is Ford.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 80 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
Operating from the gun. Harrison firing quickly here, and that's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
First down, Nighthawks.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Nighthawks go up by 2 touchdowns. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Operating from the gun. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. It's Alexander. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Matthews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Matthews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wolf. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, complete. It's Curtis.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. Back to throw again. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll look to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Thunderbirds are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We begin by taking a trip across the Atlantic to the City of Light, the French capital of Paris, where you see the final score there. The Condors off to an ideal start as they move to 2-0 with a road victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. The Tigers were losers in their opener, but they get back to even with the win on the road. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. The Pioneers able to push that early season mark to 2-0 with the victory at home. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Off play action. Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Wolf. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on 1st down. Matthews. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way
Touchdown! From 19 yards away.
And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And now the rookie's free.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. It's Ford. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
First down, San Antonio.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The pickup of 6.
This 2nd and 4.
At the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Harrison. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw, Harrison. He's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ford. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to move. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Matthews. Allen's got it over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Matthews. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Wolf, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Matthews. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wolf. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Matthews. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Back out comes San Antonio.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrison. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Harrison.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be taken down midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second down, it's Wolf. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in pre.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 42 yards.
And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Extra point attempt to come here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Harrison. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On first down, Ford.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down, Harrison. I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. It's Wolf, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. It's Curtis. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. 53 yards. And the Thunderbirds strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back out comes San Antonio. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They run the counter. It's Ford, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Operating from the gun, Harrison. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's taken it around the 40. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They'll keep it on the ground. Wolf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards at a time.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 25, here's second down at a yard.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Wolf.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a give right side. It's Wolf.
I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Up the middle they go. Wolf. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Chicago, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.